Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Checking in on SPY, IWM, and QQQ. So we had a very uneventful day in terms of the market, where we had very low volume, very tight range, that allowed individual names in the tech sector to run really hard and see a lot of upside. But in terms of the market itself, not much going on. So we have an inside bar on the daily time frame, a break of 243.76, and we'll look for further consolidation, and a break of 244.30, and we're looking for new all-time highs and strong continuation. We have the testimony coming up on Thursday. That's going to be a potential catalyst for the Bears. That's really all the Bears can hope for at this point, because we're so strong. The Bears have been nowhere in sight for weeks, and they really need some kind of catalyst, even if it really doesn't have a significant impact on the market. We certainly know how CNBC and the talking heads can, very easily cause a little ripple of fear, just like we saw back here on that one-day event, the Trump dump, before a complete rip and recovery. So we'll see how the talking heads spin it. I do believe that will have an impact on whether or not we do see some profit taking in normal, healthy consolidation. If we broke 240.64, it would be something more than normal, healthy consolidation, in my opinion. Weekly time frame, all bulls, still very strong. Bullish MACD cross following through. The upper Bollinger Band on the weekly is 244.88. We'll be watching that resistance level. But other than that, we don't have resistances because we are at all-time highs. IWM, profit taking with the big upper wick after the huge move to the upside. No surprise to see profit taking because that is a bearish reversal inverted hammer, and we just confirmed it. And we had almost a red Marabozu with the bears controlling the entirety of the day. That being said, the volume was insignificant, which is exactly what the bulls want to see. So we're not just going to shoot up straight to the all-time high. We're going to consolidate, form a higher low, and then make another attempt at the recent high of 141.02. So this is normal and healthy for the bulls. No red flags at this point, but the close at the low of the day favoring the bear momentum does indicate that we could see some further downside in the short term as we head into tomorrow. Weekly time frame, we have an equilibrium pattern a bit. We've got our high, the all-time high, low, the pullback, lower high, and now the bulls have to form a higher low. It's very clear that the upper Bollinger Band resistance on the weekly time frame is rejecting the price. It has now 3 times in the past 6 weeks, and that resistance level is up at 140.45. So we're looking at the middle Bollinger Band on the weekly time frame. That's at 137.25. That's a potential target depending on how much further downside we see. And looking at QQQ, new all-time high, little indecision doji, same thing, small volume, small range, and not a whole lot of information there. So we know we're very strong because we're at all-time highs. Technically, this is a bearish reversal doji, but we know the market has been very good at disregarding bearish reversal candlesticks recently. If we were to get a break of 143.23, we would be looking for some pullback from here. But again, all-time highs is the norm for QQQ in the tech sector. Weekly upper Bollinger Band 143.95 resistance, the only resistance to be looking at besides psychological levels, as the bulls are extremely strong. It looks like we have a little gap here at 141.90. That's a potential short-term target. If we do see a bearish reaction to Thursday, if we do see a pullback heading into Thursday, this short-term gap fill will be a target for QQQ. So bull is the word, as it has been forever, and there is no sign of that changing at this point. And I do anticipate that when the bears do show back up, there is a possibility that it could be, out of nowhere and very significant, like we saw on the Trump dump, because we're certainly not seeing the bulls give up and, seeing multiple red days in a row anytime recently. It looks like it might just be fear-based, quick dumps, scare the public, and then load up and continue to the upside. So we'll have to see how Thursday goes. We'll check back in tomorrow. See you then.